IPA. Talking Golf at TPC Wisconsin is on the air. Talking Golf is brought to you by American Family Insurance, TPC Wisconsin, Oak Park Place, Wild Rock Golf Club, Zimbrick Mercedes-Benz of Madison, also University Ridge Golf Course, Ridge Top Exteriors, Cleary Building Corp., and Nevada Bobs. Now from the new home of TPC Wisconsin in Madison, here are the hosts of Talking Golf. Member of the Wisconsin.Golf Hall of Fame, the legendary Dennis Tiziani, longtime Madison sportscaster Paul Braun, and Wisconsin sports veteran and statewide radio host Mike Heller.
Welcome to another edition of Talking Golf at TPC Wisconsin, along with Mike Heller, Dennis Tiziani, Dave McCann, the engineer who keeps us up and running. I'm Paul Braun, and this is our fourth show of the year, and things are moving, including it's the weekend of the American Family Insurance Championship, and Katie Elliott Johnson, who's the tournament manager, is going to be with us in a couple of minutes, and it's hard to believe. I believe they've had 6 tournaments already, the AmFam Championship.
Yeah.
Started that many years ago, Mike, and we're ready for another one coming up.
I wonder, Dennis, as we're doing the show live and another downpour is coming in, golf owners and superintendents and head golf pros, there's nothing you can ever do about the weather, but how often you sit there and look at it right now and go, come on now, that's enough.
Well, you count the number of rounds that could be played without paying guest fees, and it's in there. But it averages out.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll get some better weather in September, October.
I want to chat with Dennis just for a minute about the Old Cherokee versus TPC Wisconsin, because if you would have had this much rain in the past before you did all the remodeling here, I've heard you mention that potentially the course may have been closed for 3 days, 4 days, maybe a
Sure.
week. And after we had that 3 inches here about a week or so ago, the next morning,
We played, yeah.
everybody was playing.
Oh, there's no question, I think back, though, if I, just think I'd be 20 million ahead.
Well, don't do that.
If I did that, see? No, but it really is. The people who did the work here did a fabulous job. The drainage, all the... I mean, you can go out there within an hour and play.
Yeah.
Dennis,
Before, we'd have to sell waiters.
Is that perhaps the biggest advancement in course construction technology is the drainage to allow golf to happen just, hours after heavy rains?
And it's all the planning that
Sure.
they do. I mean, our people here were running the machines from their computer on the machine, and the information was coming from Florida.
Sure, yeah.
That they had everything, so when you say 4 to 6 feet, it raised, but the drainage and stuff that has to happen here is phenomenal. From the bunkers and even now on the fairways. We just finished out a couple of holes there where we needed to improve it a little bit, and now it's, it's really nice. I mean, after all that rain, I came from home and they're out there cutting and rolling and people are playing.
Yeah.
Hours after it rains. Pretty cool.
Well, and there was people playing this afternoon,
yeah.
including in the rain.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we look at the now as well, and to be able to have this kind of rain early in the week, and they'll play a tournament at University Ridge, the AmFam Championship, which we're going to talk about at length here in a couple of minutes, and then a year from now, this week is going to be right here, and how incredible the work that goes up to something like that is.
Right. It's the lightning. Lightning would stop us
Sure.
from playing.
Yeah.
But the rain is not going to stop us from playing.
And by the way, also on the show tonight, Bobbi Stricker is going to do her Bobbi's Diary, and she did it on chipping.
Yeah.
Steve was helping her a little bit with chipping, and she was talking about the changes she made, and hopefully it'll improve her game, that kind of thing. Travis Becker, also, we have a segment that's going to be on chipping, and that was recorded a little bit earlier today.
Yeah. Gary D'Amato as well.
So,
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Yeah. And so keep this in mind. So we're talking about the AmFam Championship getting up and underway later this week at University Ridge. But we're also talking about now less than 1 year. The Women's U.S. Open will be at Erin Hills a year from now. So we're inching closer to that. The countdown is on for that. So another major championship coming to the state of Wisconsin. Plus, the boys WIAA state tournament is underway at Black Wolf Run on this Monday and Tuesday of this week. So all of those golf careers and golf seasons coming to a dramatic close with their championship tournament.
You know, a survey was done on do our people want to have a pro tournament every year?
Yeah.
Or do they want, like we have now, when every 3 or 4 years they get a major? The consensus was every 2 or 3 years to get a major.
Sure.
Not having,
a tour stop.
A tour stop. The seniors, they love.
Yeah.
But I mean, a tour stop. So it's worked out pretty good for us,
Yeah, and I think one of the things that the AmFam Championship has been able to do as a regular stop, it really shines a light on golf in the state of Wisconsin. That, along with the U.S. Senior Open that was at Century World a year ago, with the other championships that have been held at Erin Hills and at Whistling Straits and at Black Wolf Run. It is, Dennis, we talk about this 25 years ago in the state of Wisconsin, Premier Golf was viewed much differently, and Herb Kohler helped to change that view of golf in the state of Wisconsin, did he not?
He did. He did. He was way ahead of the game on a lot of stuff. But even today, you know what? Who's challenging as the number one destination state in the country for golf?
Yeah.
Here we are.
Here.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
That's right.
No, you look at what you've got up in central Wisconsin now.
The Sands?
Yeah, the draw of that as a resort destination.
Big time.
Yeah, if you're coming to Wisconsin, you want a golf vacation in May, June, July, August, September, and you talk about coming here. Holy cow.
And they're busy in Minocqua. I mean,
no kidding,
you
right?
know, these people, they're going like crazy. Well, good for us, you
Yeah.
know, and they got to go right past our front door, which is really good.
We're getting the signal that Katie's not answering her phone.
That's
so
all right.
We'll just keep filling here, I guess.
Well,
for a while.
and I want to let me ask about what this looks like a year out, Dennis. I know we're going to celebrate University Ridge. They've had a tremendous run with this AmFam
They've
Championship.
done such a good job.
Yeah, haven't they done a fantastic job? 1 year from now, that will be here. What does that look like to you? I mean, because there's a lot in that. I know it's 12 months away, but there's a lot in that.
Well, I'm interested, as you know. That was one of the reasons why we did what we did. But, there's a bothersome part to this.
Well, careful now.
I want to make sure, because you see you're taking 10 days away from my member.
You are. Yep.
Then you take another couple weeks for pounding nails to go ahead and fix up the deal.
Yeah.
Then there's another week to take it down, all the bleachers.
Sure.
Then I took a look at the practice range from the last tournament after the players got done.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, wait a minute.
Yeah, well.
You're taking this all away from my thing. So I want to wait and see.
Yeah.
But one thing that I can't put how important is a weekend, 2 days of national TV going to be?
Yeah.
And when I talk to our member, they love it. They want to be here. They want to be so it's me who has the problem, not the member.
You'll get over it.
Well, let's move on. We'll come back to that a little bit later.
trying to
But
kick
Katie
me off or
Elliott
what?
Johnson is now with us. No, we've been waiting for the call. And,
I know.
Katie, welcome to the program. We appreciate you being tournament manager for the American Family Insurance Championship. And obviously, you guys are up and running for the last time there at the Ridge. Overall, Katie, your responsibilities, kind of give us a capsule of what that job all involves and where are you at in terms of all of those responsibilities? Is a majority of the work done and it's now the week of the tournament, or just kind of give us a quick background on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's we've kicked off the week here officially and had our race for research that was on Saturday. A little bit waterlogged, but it was an awesome event that supported the Carbone Cancer Center. So a lot of that planning takes place up front with my colleagues and I. And today we had a Annex Wealth Management Pro-Am that took place. And again, a little bit waterlogged, but it's been an awesome event. They've been a wonderful sponsor over the years, and much of that planning, is taking place throughout the course of the year. But absolutely taking place the week of as well. A lot of other events. Some of my main responsibilities are Pro-Am. So 2 big Pro-Ams coming up on Wednesday and Thursday, and those are events that are, great amount of sponsors on site for us, and we have a lot of support from that is going directly to the Children's Hospital and other local charities. So it's pretty amazing to see the folks that come through here and support us year after year. And then after those Pro-Ams, we transition into the tournament. So a lot of, the little things like signage and on-site, all the tents that are going up, the vinyl that's going on the tents, the little things, that's taking place kind of as we get closer to the event. But a lot of the planning is just year-round, and we're trying to get as much done in advance as we can.
Katie, one of the things that it's Mike Heller talking to you. One of the things that we've talked about with Nate over the years, in any tournament that's been held in Wisconsin, whether it was the U.S. Senior Open a year ago or the U.S. Open or the PGA Championship, is the volunteers. It's extraordinary, the number of people who line up, and you actually at some point you have to turn away the number of volunteers in this event to make it happen.
Truly remarkable. Gail Perla, our volunteer coordinator, does a wonderful job, and she's been involved in tournaments for a number of years, going all the way back to the Greater Milwaukee Open days. Mm-hmm. And so she is one of the main reasons that our volunteers are back. She has a tremendous program that she runs with them. And just, yes, their support, like the Madison and Milwaukee, and just the community support of those volunteers is remarkable. And they come back year after year after year, and we can't thank them enough. We cannot run these events without them. So it's truly remarkable what they've done for us.
Katie, what are some of the biggest challenges you face in putting on a major tournament that you do here in Madison?
Honestly, the uncontrollables, right?
Yeah.
The weather is probably the biggest factor. Just things that we can't control. We plan all year for, this 7-day stretch, and I think we've got a lot of great plan A, plan B, plan C in place. And our volunteers do a wonderful job kind of working with anything that comes up. Our sponsors, our fans and attendees, everyone has been great and has really responded over the years to any, call to change that we've put out there. But those are, the uncontrollables are the biggest thing. The weather, if a player that, we think might be there isn't on site, something that people or fans have been looking forward to, just things that are out of our hands.
Yeah, this is, I know that this is the last tournament on site there, but it got to be, as you guys have done this year after year, I know that it's not plug and play, but you've gotten very comfortable with what you've done in that setting over the years, and it will be a dramatic change a year from now. You talk about the tournament takes a whole year of planning, and I would assume that planning for 2025 and a venue change begins as early as next week.
It definitely does. It actually already has. So we've certainly had meetings, as Dennis can attest to, with some of the TPC folks. And we've been on site. We've taken a look at a few things over there. We've got some, rough drafts of plans in place. But, yeah, as soon as Sunday hits, the calendar is going to shift for us. And we're moving all of those logistics to 2025. And it's actually a great exercise for our team to go through because as great as we've gotten and as comfortable as we've gotten with University Ridge, it's really good for us all to go through and plan from the start again. And it gives us an opportunity to look at things in different ways. So we're excited about it. We're looking forward to it. But we're also excited about celebrating the relationship with University Ridge, too, because they've been a great partner over the years.
Absolutely.
So, Katie, excuse me if I don't know this, but were you there at the first? And can you tell me how night and day different it was from the early goings to what you are doing now?
Yeah, I was. So 2016 was my first year. I think I started in October of that year, and we were running the event in June. So we had a really short runway. I think just the team, we've had a pretty consistent team throughout that stretch. So everyone is really comfortable with one another and trust one another. So everyone's grown in their responsibilities and kind of just learned how to better plan and execute things. We really just didn't know what we were stepping into in 2016. And had no idea how the community was going to support it, and had no idea how the volunteers and the sponsors were going to support it. And just kind of seeing them show up year over year and just growing in what we've done it's been really remarkable. Like I said, our team's been pretty consistent, so it's been fun to just, a lot of us have had the same roles over the last couple of years, so it's been fun to just evolve and grow in those roles.
We're chatting with Katie Elliott Johnson. And Katie, when sometime maybe you're sitting at home relaxing and thinking about this, taking a break from the actual management day to day and reflecting back on the last 6 years, and you, I'm sure, had some expectations when you started. You look at the success of the tournament now. What has gone beyond what you realistically even may have thought was possible to do? In other words, you look at the tournament and go, wow, we really did this. What is this?
What we've been able to give back to the community, that charitable piece, it's been over $17.2 million in that short time that we've run this event. I think it's amazing. I think that and like you've said, the volunteer support, sponsor support, all of it is far beyond, I think, what we could have ever imagined. But what we've been able to give back to the community far exceeded what I ever expected when I came here. And Dennis, you've been around that day when we hand out those checks and when we announce that number, and it's a pretty impactful day. And we're all very proud of that. I'm sure Steve and Nikki are very proud of that. I think everyone that's involved, the volunteers, the sponsors, everyone knows what that means to this community. So that's certainly the number one thing for me.
Katie, I'll leave you with this. You talked off the top about the uncontrollables. Well, one of them is the weather, but I do think after we get through today and tomorrow, it looks like the rest of the week should be fantastic. Again, it's not anything you can control. You have contingencies in place for, but it looks like it's going to be a good week for the tournament after you get through these next couple of days.
That it does, and we're excited to have fans on site. We've got a great field again this year, a number of new spots for fans to come out and watch from. We're excited to have Stricker Cam out there following Steve's rounds all week.
Yeah.
So it is going to be a wonderful weekend. As you noted, weather looks great, so we hope the community will continue to come out and support it.
When that was announced about Steve, he said, "Are you kidding? You may not really want to do that."
He did.
Yes, he
in
did.
fact.
He goes, maybe that's not a good idea. No, he went with on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Katie.
Absolutely. Thank you.
We'll be back after this time out on Talking Golf at TPC Wisconsin.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
Watch some of the greatest names in golf history, including tournament host Steve Stricker, at the American Family Insurance Championship at University Ridge Golf Course, Friday, June 7th through Sunday, June 9th. Tournament week includes an exciting concert featuring 3-time Grammy Award-winning Train on Friday, June 7th at Bree Stevens Field. Proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and the American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets at amfamchampionship.com. That's amfamchampionship.com.
TPC Wisconsin offers fantastic facilities for the whole family. They not only provide members with 18 holes of an elite golfing caliber challenge, but an Olympic-sized swimming pool, spacious accommodations for family gatherings, weddings, corporate business meetings, and a variety of programs for the junior golfers. Question is, are you up for the TPC Wisconsin fantastic facilities? Now's the time to tee up a TPC membership. Call 608-249-1000.
Hi, I'm Sean Cleary. When you construct a Cleary building, you become part of the amazing Cleary team we are so proud of. One thing to be aware of is when it's golf season, our team has a tendency to switch to golf lingo on the job site.
Jim, you better take a mulligan on that.
Rest assured you are still getting the best quality. The best. Hey, is that crane getting close to?
More!
Go for the green with a new Cleary building, like the one at TPC Wisconsin.
Now is the time to take the short drive to Wild Rock Golf Club and experience championship golf in the heart of Wisconsin. Located in the Wisconsin Dells, this Herdston Fry masterpiece offers stunning views from elevated tee boxes with greens that roll fast and true. Cut from the natural beauty of the Dells, Wild Rock is sure to dazzle your senses. Secluded and sheltered from the outside world, Wild Rock is unlike any place you've played before. Come be part of the Wild Rock experience by booking your tee time online today at wildrockgolf.com, wildrockgolf.com.
Are you in need of expert exterior renovations? Look no further than Ridgetop Exteriors. For over 22 years, we've been the trusted name in roofing, siding, windows, doors, and gutter replacements. With a track record of excellence on our Google reviews, we take pride in transforming houses into dream homes. Visit us today at ridgetopexteriors.com for a free consultation. That's ridgetopexteriors.com. Ridgetop Exteriors, your trusted local affordable partners.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
Back with you at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. Mike Heller, Paul Braun, Dennis Tiziani with you. We welcome in a moment. We'll welcome in Gary D'Amato. Katie Elliott Johnson just finished a segment with us. She's the tournament manager. The Elliott family, they get golf. She certainly gets it and very sharp.
Wasn't she good?
Yeah.
I mean, you can tell that not only formally educated, but can compete in this situation and do all that sort of stuff. And, she did a good job when she was here at the university as a coach.
Yeah.
My contact with the family was more with her sister, and I was to spend time with her. Different personality.
Yeah.
But her and I hit it off pretty good, and everybody would shake their head,
Yeah.
But this girl here, and she's done a great job. And to get this where the tour players will tell you this is the best senior tournament that they have.
Yeah.
She's a big part of that. Nate is too, though,
Yeah.
of course. Nate, that's the whole group is. But to have her as the spokesperson is really good. She's good to look at.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, there's great leadership.
I mean, everything about it is good.
Yeah, great leadership from Nate and Katie and that whole crew, and fantastic. I mean, they've had a tremendous run, and this will be a great week for that tournament. I believe we have Gary D'Amato in and ready to go with us.
I was hoping we'd
get well, good. Dennis was hoping
we cut that short, but
Gary, this is
poor
a heck
Gary.
of a fun week, right? I mean, we now have the countdown, 1 year countdown to the Women's U.S. Senior Open at Erin Hills. A year from now, they just wrapped up their tournament. You got U.S. Open qualifying, the WIA State Boys Championship going on at Black Wolf Run, and the AmFam Championship. So you got nothing going on this week, huh?
Yeah, really boring week. I think I'll just take naps every day and mow my lawn. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a full-on week, and we're kind of celebrating a little bit of what the AmFam Championship has meant to the state of Wisconsin, the city of Madison, and how well University Ridge has done in hosting that event. You were out there essentially from its inception, and you've seen that tournament, which kind of grew from a nothing to being something that has been impactful, not only in donation dollars to charity over the time with Steve and Nikki of the foundation and AmFam, but also the tournament itself and the galleries and the way that has been celebrated.
Yeah, absolutely. It fills a void that existed after the GMO closed shop in 2009. So glad that tournament came along, half dozen years later or so, and put Wisconsin back on the tournament map. Now, we've certainly had major championships during that span, but not a tournament that came back to the state every year with the best players in the world. And this definitely fills that void. The AmFam, Nate Pocrest done a great job, as you guys have talked about just before I came on, and Steve, of course, is a wonderful spokesman and representative and host of the tournament. So yeah, it's a great thing for Wisconsin.
Gary, obviously you remember Jerry Kelly's won it twice, Steve's won it once, but the 6 years of the tournament, what's a couple of your highlights that stand out that you remember from the years of the tournament? Anything in particular?
One of the times Jerry won, I think the second time, his mom Lee and his whole family was there behind the 18th green, and and Jerry hopped on his mom's mobility scooter and was driving around the 18th green, which I thought that was a fun memory. The other memory involves Jerry too. He's got a lot of class, because when Thongchai Jaidee won a couple of years ago, Jerry was up on the green, and he was in contention, till the very end. So I'm sure he was disappointed that he didn't win. But when Jaidee made that winning putt on 18, Jerry was next to the green, and I was standing right next to him, and I heard him say, "Way to go, Thongchai." So, he was pulling for a guy, even though he wasn't going to win the tournament. So that was a nice memory, and just all of the celebrity foursomes that I've watched and covered over the years that have been just a ton of fun.
Yeah, to have Jack play here was special in that regard, and Lee Trevino to play here. And then I want to take it, Gary, to for all the years of the GMO, whether it was Andy or other in-state players wanting so badly to win that. When Jerry won the AmFam, and then he won it again, and then Steve is the reigning champion, kind of took a little bit of that lid off. And it's not easy, and that's why it hadn't happened prior to that, to win essentially your own tournament in your own state. And Jerry kind of took the cap off that, didn't he?
He did. Yeah, it's very hard to peak to win a tournament that you want to win so badly. That's why it's hard to win majors, because guys want to win them so badly, and they get in position, and a lot of guys fall apart because they can't handle the pressure. And similarly, when you're trying to win at home in front of a hometown or home state gallery, there's that pressure you put on yourself to get it done for all the people who are cheering for you. And it's very difficult. And Jerry and Steve both came close in Milwaukee in the old GMO. Jerry, almost won. I think Lauren Roberts maybe beat him in a playoff one year. And Steve had a couple top tens too at Brown Deer. So it's tough to do, and it's great that they did take the lid off by winning the AmFam, for sure.
Dennis, let me loop you in on this just for a second to talk about Steve, because he's busy with AmFam events. That's why he's not on with us tonight. But he's the reigning champion, and I know that you know this. That was a joy for him last year, and an emotional joy for him to win his tournament, which is not easy, because there are so many other things, so many pulls for you the week of that tournament that you so badly want to win it. What was that like for the family?
Well, when he's happy, we're happy.
Yeah.
And that was a very happiness there. But I'm looking forward to him playing this week.
Yeah.
We've spent some time. I spent some time with him on the putting part, and fabulous. The driver now is fixed. That's been a problem, since that driver broke.
Sure.
It's fixed. So we were out here today, and it's pretty good. So I'm looking for him to be in contention again. He's rested a little bit. That business of that, all the stuff he went through, and then his dad passed away.
Yeah.
I told him that this stuff is going to get you. At some point in time, you got to be willing to back away. And he gave up playing in the PGA Championship to do it. Oh, my goodness. But he did, and he's ready to go again. And, he's very good. I mean, I like how he handles all the stuff in his position, you know, regardless of AmFam and stuff like that. But the pulls that he has on his line, it's fabulous. So looking forward to it. And Jerry, too.
Yeah.
He's a favorite. As you know, he's one of the favorites for me. Great family life.
Mm-hmm.
His wife got through that stuff. His son used to work here with us on the range. So what you have there is two really good people. I don't know how else to say it. You can't say good people enough. Both of these. Like I said, Jerry's a favorite, has been forever. And the fact that he can play really good.
Yeah.
I counted how many times he tucks up his pants. I counted out, Jerry, what the hell are you? You're going to lose them pants. You got to get he looks good. But you got to give him credit.
Yeah.
He drives it in every fairway.
Yeah.
He was leading the tour in short game.
Yeah.
For a while.
Right.
This is a guy here in Madison, Wisconsin, lives right down the road here.
Gary,
so, it's pretty good.
When you talk about Jerry and Steve, and you obviously know their histories probably better than anybody, but there's two guys from the same city that in terms of longevity and success on the tour, both tours for that matter, that truly is an amazing run for both of those guys, isn't it?
Oh, my gosh, yes. Yeah, they've been around. It seems like forever. I remember covering both of those guys in the late 80s and early 90s, and here we are 30-some years later. They're still playing at a high level. And when you talk about Madison Golf, you have to talk about Sherry Steinauer and Andy North too.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing that a Midwest city, a Wisconsin city of 250,000 or whatever Madison is, can produce 4 world-class players. It's truly amazing.
Well, I'll put you on the spot then and ask you if there's a next, right? I mean, we've had that run, but is there an in-state golfer who you believe has the chops to be next on the tour that can win on the regular tour or the LPGA tour, or as you look down the road, who is that? Is there somebody?
It's so hard to predict that. There are guys that I thought for sure were going to be on the tour by now, like Jordan Negrugi, for instance, who, for one reason or another, hasn't made it. I mean, he had an amazing amateur career, probably the best ever year by an amateur in Wisconsin golf history in 2013. He hasn't made it to any of the big tours. I guess if you put me on the spot, I'd pick 2 guys, Thomas Longbella from Chippewa Falls and Harrison Ott from Brookfield. Both of those guys, I love how Harrison goes about golf. I love his course management skills. Very, very smart player. And Thomas Longbella has the distance, the speed, and all that stuff that of the top players on the tour. Both those guys have had some success, in the golf minor leagues.
Yeah.
And it'd be cool to see one of the guys or both of them break through here and get on tour.
Gary, this is going to dovetail me into the next conversation. Dennis had his hand raised, and I think
he's got a name.
I think
or two.
he's got a name, and it might have a couple of Z's involved in it.
Absolutely.
Izzy Stricker might be that, maybe that next. So one of the conversations I want to have tonight is about the state of golf and how good golf is. And I think with the state tournament going on and youth golf and how well the game is being played. Is the game, because the scoring is pretty similar, Dennis can talk to that today as it was 30 years ago, but is the game in a better place with its growth and youth and the quality of golf as you see it?
No doubt, undoubtedly, because while Dennis has a point about the scoring being, pretty much unchanged at the top level, now there's lots more people shooting those scores. And you see those scores being shot now by 15, 16, and 17-year-old kids. There are kids qualifying for major championships, winning or coming close to winning on the PGA Tour. It's amazing the depth of the talent now.
Yeah, Dennis, you were talking about that. We've had that conversation on a couple of the shows, that it's not that the game is being played at a higher level, but there are more players playing at the high level.
I'm just concerned about those people that made a name for themselves that are still in their mid-30s.
Sure.
And they've retired. You hear of Jordan Spieth?
Well, yeah.
You hear about those people here who are really good. These are major champions. And now I look down that list of people. I don't know any of those people.
Yeah, and part of that is money, right? I mean, I think we see that in all walks of life. When you achieve great financial success, is your drive still there? And that's the question. Do you have enough drive once you've made all that money? And that would be one of the questions. Gary, we're going to let you go, but let me finish with this. You've got a big week with Wisconsin.Golf, so what are the things that you guys are all working on with everything happening at one time here?
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. Rob Hernandez is right now at the state high school tournament covering that. I'm covering U.S. Senior Open qualifying tomorrow at Oconomowoc Golf Club. And then I'll be at the AmFam starting Wednesday. Rob will join me on Friday, and we'll double-team the weekend. So there will be lots of golf to post on our website over the next 5-6 days.
That is fantastic. Gary, thank you. We always appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Gary DiMano, Wisconsin.Golf.
He's really good.
And when we come back, Travis Becker, the director of instruction here, Paul had a conversation with him, I believe, about chipping. Now, Paul could have spent the whole time talking about his chipping, but I think they talked about chipping in general. Some of that conversation with Travis Becker, you're going to hear that when we come back.
He was trying to take notes, and he wasn't listening to what he was saying. He was trying to take notes. There you go.
Talking Golf continues in a moment. TPC Wisconsin in Madison.
Watch some of the greatest names in golf history, including tournament host Steve Stricker, at the American Family Insurance Championship at University Ridge Golf Course Friday, June 7th through Sunday, June 9th. Tournament week includes an exciting concert featuring 3-time Grammy Award-winning Train on Friday, June 7th at Bree Stevens Field. Proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and the American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets at amfamchampionship.com. That's amfamchampionship.com.
University Ridge has been the proud host of the American Family Insurance Championship since 2016. We've enjoyed working with the American Family team to create 9 years of magical moments at University Ridge. Open to the public and consistently considered one of the best values in the country, University Ridge is the place for golf in southern Wisconsin. Book your tee time up to 90 days out online at universityridge.com. Play where the Badgers and the pros play, University Ridge.
When you or a loved one could use a helping hand, turn to the caring team of experts in senior living at Oak Park Place. This is Paul Braun, and when I needed someone to help me navigate senior living for my wife, I called Oak Park Place. They were with me every step of the way from the first call through move-in day. Choose a community that promotes independence when you want it, assistance when you need it. Oak Park Place Senior Living. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more.
Why drive an ordinary car when for the same monthly payment you could be driving something extraordinary? Aaron Perkins, General Manager, Zimbrick European. Imagine yourself behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche. More safety, performance, and luxury, and way more fun. And getting more costs less than you think. Zimbrick European makes leasing affordable. Discover the value for yourself. Stop in and test drive a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche today. Visit Zimbrick European and find out why leasing the car of your dreams makes so much sense.
TPC Wisconsin offers fantastic facilities for the whole family. They not only provide members with 18 holes of an elite golfing caliber challenge, but an Olympic-sized swimming pool, spacious accommodations for family gatherings, weddings, corporate business meetings, and a variety of programs for the junior golfers. Question is, are you up for the TPC Wisconsin fantastic facilities? Now's the time to tee up a TPC membership. Call 608-249-1000.
Relationships.
Building them.
Making them last a lifetime.
Since 1978, Cleary has worked to develop true relationships with you, our customers. Hi, I'm Sean Cleary, president of Cleary Building Corp. Relationships are what drive our success. So whether you are looking at storage for your toys or a new ag building, we hope to exceed your expectations each time we serve you. We are here for every stage of your life. Build your dreams today at clearybuilding.com.
Back on Talking Golf, I'm Paul Brown, and with us is Travis Becker, who's Director of Golf here at TPC Wisconsin. And on this segment, we're going to talk a little bit about chipping and pitching. And Travis, there's a lot to cover here, but let's start, say, for an example, I'm right beside the green, and one of the first things I got to look at is, can I see the back of the ball?
Correct. You always want to check your lie first. Looking at grass direction, is the ball sitting up? Is it sitting down? Can you get all the club on the back of the ball? That would be the starting point. Second thing you're going to look at is you're trying to get the golf ball on the green as quickly as possible. Usually tell people a good 6 to 8 feet on the front of the green, and then how much green do you have to work with? So if you have the pin is way in the back and you get it on the front of the green, try a low lofted club to get that ball there and have it release back to the hole. If the pin is in the front, a little more loft on the club to bring it in with less roll.
Now, to make that swing, for an example, the length of the backswing really comes into play, doesn't it, to determine how far you're going to hit it?
Yeah, golf is a game of distance and direction. So the distance control items, we look at the backswing and the tempo. So the bigger the backswing or the faster the tempo, the further that ball's going to go.
And also a problem that I have in working on chipping and that kind of thing is, for years, I've been breaking my wrist, and that is a definite no-no, isn't it?
It is another thing you would have to time out. We try to keep the hands quiet, use more of your big muscles, and trying to get rid of that flippy action.
And also, in terms of your stance when you're getting ready for chipping, isn't a majority, or say 60-40 in terms of weight distribution, so supposedly supposed to be on that lead leg? For me, it would be the right leg.
Correct. If you are a left-handed golfer, you're trying to get about, I would even say 70% on your lead heel. So for our lefties out there, that would be our right heel. For our right-handed players, that's our left heel. And why it's in the heel is that'll allow our body to rotate. If it's in your toes, you kind of get stuck, or you might moving laterally or up or down.
Is there any rotation of the hips in this?
Definitely. The bigger the swing, the more rotation there's going to be. Like we use our feet a little bit. We use the ground a little bit, like shooting free throws. So the bigger the swing, the more I'm going to push off that ground with my foot pressure.
Is there a specific key or two that is successful in order to be successful in chipping and that you need to do?
I think having the confidence and also tempo is very important. A lot of people overlook that. A lot of people will make a backswing that might be too short, which causes their tempo to get quick and it almost feels yippy. Vice versa, we have people that make a backswing that's too long, which creates them to decelerate into the golf ball. So we like to say kind of symmetrical on both sides of the ball with just a smooth acceleration or almost a coasting feel through impact.
How would you determine, I know it's different for everybody, but you talked about a lofted shot or a running club shot. How do you make that selection? How do you go about that process of finding out which club is the best one for you in that particular situation?
A formula that seems to work well is I'm always looking, what is my carry distance, meaning from my golf ball to the front of the green. And then from the front of the green where that ball will land, I'm looking at my roll distance. So kind of a good starting point for most golf courses around here on a flat lie. A 1-to-1 club, meaning how far it carries in the air and how far it's going to roll, is your sand wedge. A pitching wedge is typically a 1-to-2 carry to roll ratio. A 9-iron would be a 1-to-3. So again, you're looking, what's my carry distance to get it on the green? What's my roll distance? And I can start with that formula.
How do you figure all of this out? Trial and error, or do you really need somebody like yourself or your staff or somebody that teaches golf to take a look at that individual and decide, in this situation, maybe you're going to use a 53 or a 56 or whatever?
Great question. I had a young girl this morning where we worked on short game, and it was the best way to do it is we put a tee in the front of the green where we wanted to land it, and we hit different shots trying to get the ball to land there and then watch her roll out. If you do use a little bit more hands than a person that doesn't use hands, you are probably going to have less rollout because you're putting a little loft on the club and it's going to hit and stop a little bit sooner. So again, I really like taking people out there, walking them through it, and everybody's different. Whereas the ball position is going to determine that carry to roll as well. If I move it more forward in my stance, ball usually comes out a little higher and a little softer. If I move it back in my stance, ball's going to come out lower with a little bit more roll.
And if you don't have the right club in your hand, it becomes very difficult to have an effective and a good chipper, doesn't it?
It does. There's, we like to put systems in place. So what the system might be, like I said, some people are going to use their sand wedge a lot around the greens. Other people are going to do this carry to roll ratio where they're going to chip with multiple clubs in their bag. A lot of it is to what you see and what you feel and what you can have confidence in yourself as a player. You have to be able to trust the shot that you're going to pull off.
What other advice can you give us about chipping and pitching?
I would say chipping, again, get a good technique in place where you can make solid contact with the golf ball. That way you can control your distance. Have a pitching technique. So I kind of explain the difference between chipping and pitching. Chipping is going to be a one-piece motion. It's a lower shot. I'm getting on the green with roll. A pitching, I'm going to actually use my wrist and my hands to create some leverage and a steeper attack angle. That puts more speed on it, so the ball goes higher. It goes a little bit further. So whenever your carry distance is greater than your roll distance, you have to pitch the ball.
So if somebody wants to get into the program that you have here at TPC Wisconsin and learn all of this, how do they go about doing that, Travis?
The easiest way to do it would be go directly to our website at tpcwisconsin.com, click on the Golf Academy section, and there's an inquiry form right there. You would fill out your name, phone number, email, and we'll contact you within 24 hours.
Thank you, Travis.
Thanks,
nice
Paul.
having you on.
Thank you.
We'll be back after this time out. This is Talking Golf at TPC Wisconsin.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
Watch some of the greatest names in golf history, including tournament host Steve Stricker, at the American Family Insurance Championship at University Ridge Golf Course, Friday, June 7th through Sunday, June 9th. Tournament week includes an exciting concert featuring 3-time Grammy Award-winning Train on Friday, June 7th at Bree Stevens Field. Proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and the American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets at amfamchampionship.com. That's amfamchampionship.com.
Now is the time to take the short drive to Wild Rock Golf Club and experience championship golf in the heart of Wisconsin. Located in the Wisconsin Dells, this Herdsden Fry masterpiece offers stunning views from elevated tee boxes with greens that roll fast and true. Cut from the natural beauty of the Dells, Wild Rock is sure to dazzle your senses. Secluded and sheltered from the outside world, Wild Rock is unlike any place you've played before. Come be part of the Wild Rock experience by booking your tee time online today at wildrockgolf.com, wildrockgolf.com.
Hi, it's Matt LePay, and if you're a homeowner, this message is for you. If you're tired of worrying about your roof, siding, or gutters, look no further than Ridgetop Exteriors. With over 22 years of experience, they've got you covered, literally. From roofing to siding, windows to doors, and everything in between, trust Ridgetop Exteriors to enhance your home's curb appeal and protect it from the elements. Call them today for a free consultation and experience the peace of mind that comes with quality craftsmanship. Get started at ridgetopexteriors.com.
Are you in need of some rehabilitation to get you back on your feet after a fall or surgery? This is Paul Braun with Oak Park Place. Make a call to Oak Park Place Rehabilitation to develop a customized plan with their highly trained therapy staff. Whether it's inpatient or out, they will work with your physician to get you back on your feet fast. Located on the east and west side of Madison and in Janesville, Oak Park Place Senior Living. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more. TPC Wisconsin is the Total People Center, offering you and your family a totally enjoyable experience. That includes a challenging 18-hole layout, a good variety of programs for junior golfers, indoor and outdoor tennis, athletic performance center, swimming pool, luxurious locker room, and spacious accommodations for family gatherings and weddings. TPC Wisconsin, a Total People Center and a complete game for the whole family. For membership details, call 608-249-1000.
Your golf game need a pick-me-up? It's one-stop shopping only at Nevada Bob. Joel and his crew can equip you, dress you, teach you, and here's the best part. New or used, clubs, shoes, bags, carts, apparel, balls, you name it, and they got it. Isn't that right, Joel?
Your game, your store, always at the best price.
Hi guys, welcome back to another week of Bobbi's Diary. Last week we were trying to qualify for the US Open. Was not successful, but that's all right. Learned some things I need to work on. I've played a lot of tournament golf recently, so I'm excited to be home and kind of assess the game and see where I need to spend some time. And it is very obvious that I need to work on my chipping. My dad is also home, so got to have a lesson the other day. Just been struggling with selecting shots, selecting the right chips to hit, and I got some technique work done with my dad too that just fundamentals were just a little off. So I chip with a 58 degree a majority of the time, but I've ran into lately shots where I know my 54 degree wedge is needed. Where that would be, well, the shot that I'm here at number 3 of TPC Wisconsin, where you need a bunch of green, or you have a bunch of green, and the pin is in the back, and you need to keep the ball on the ground. I will just manipulate my face of my 58 degree to make it run, but if I mishit it a little bit, it comes up short. And this 54 degree, if used correctly, it's just way more consistent with that kind of shot. I won't pull it out in a tournament because I don't know how to hit it. I don't know how it's gonna come off because of just, I don't practice it enough. So what I'll do when I come out here, I'll come out here by myself after a lesson and just practice those shots. So, like I said, I had a lesson the other day with my dad, and we changed some of my setup, changed how my hands are at address. That then helps with impact. They're more forward. They're more forward. The ball is in the back of my stance, and it's still the same chipping motion, but just setup really changed that. And then knowing where to land it. I've been focusing a lot on that's the most important piece of this type of shot, is where you're landing it, because it's going to run out. So yeah, I'll come out here by myself and just try to I'll put down a bunch of balls and try to execute it. And I'm excited to be home for a while and just learn it, because I know it'll help my game boatloads, because I've ran into this shot multiple times. So thanks to Dad, I got some new stuff to work on, and I'm excited for the week ahead.
Bobbi Stricker and Tiz, what do you hear in that?
Well, she's talking about the right things, and you know that there's a couple of things that we do. First of all, how much time do I have?
Well, you got 2-3 minutes.
Because last time you cut me off so Gary could be on. Anyway, you've got to identify. Can you see the back of the ball? If you can see the back of the ball, then all your options are open. If you can't see the back of the ball, then you better get the heaviest club you have, which is your sand wedge, and making sure that you use the bounce. The bounce, the bottom of the club has to go under the ball. It's the bounce that's going to get the ball out of this line. Now, if you can see the ball, the next step I said is, how far am I, excuse me, from where the ball is to the edge of the green? How far from the edge of the green to the hole? Well, if I don't have a long ways to go, and it's a long ways to go to the hole, then it's a rolling club. Now, you heard what she just said, that before she would take a club and change the... Well, that's not right. That's why you have all them clubs and all those numbers, right? And I know that balls roll in the hole. They don't fly in the hole. So you want to get a rolling club to make this happen. Now, you try to get it so that it runs... You pitch it 1/3 and run 2/3. So you see, most often or not, it could be a 7-iron, 9-iron. Doesn't have to be this... But I can see the back of the ball so I can control it. So that's a little bit about it. The back of the ball, how far to the edge of the green, how far from the edge of the green to the hole, and that'll give you the and then pitch 1/3, run 2/3, right?
Yeah, my goodness, if there was only a short game area that would open later this summer at TPC Wisconsin to work on such things.
Another $600,000. Oh, I get it.
That's always...
But it'll be open here first part of August.
I just add this before we take our final break and come back and wrap it up. I had a chance, I'm a member out here at TPC Wisconsin. I had a chance to play with another member and his wife and Kari and I this weekend. This is the community of a golf membership is really what it's all about.
Oh, no question.
You know, to have friends and to be with people that you have something in common with, and to sit down when you're done and have a bite to eat or a drink. And I think that's one of the things that you take great pride in out here now that you're seeing some things that have changed in this turnover. A lot more couples out here, and TPC Wisconsin, from an affordability standpoint as it relates to other higher-end clubs, it's there. You can make it work. It's also just a fantastic place to be. It's an endorsement for me. I've been here for a while, and this is, Dennis, you and the staff have done a great job in building a place that is a community for those of us who are a part of it, and I think that's one of the messages you want to get home.
No question. Thanks for saying that, but you're not going to get a raise, so you know.
Dang, I tried, Paul. I told you I'd give it a shot.
I have never seen so many couples and individuals and women. I love it. Now, texting me, I made 2 pars. I shot a 54 today.
There you go.
It was so good to hear that, because that's what we did.
Yeah.
You can grow you can grow our business now through the women's market.
Yeah.
And it was so good to see that what we did and made that decision, that's what's happening.
It's working.
It's working, and it feels good. But thanks for the comments about that. somebody else, a member saying it is our best salesperson, as you know.
You bet.
We'll be back after this timeout. This is TPC in Madison, and we're right back after this.
Watch some of the greatest names in golf history, including tournament host Steve Stricker, at the American Family Insurance Championship at University Ridge Golf Course, Friday, June 7th through Sunday, June 9th. Tournament week includes an exciting concert featuring 3-time Grammy Award-winning Train on Friday, June 7th at Bree Stevens Field. Proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and the American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets at amfamchampionship.com. That's amfamchampionship.com.
Why drive an ordinary car when for the same monthly payment, you could be driving something extraordinary? Aaron Perkins, General Manager, Zimbrick European. Imagine yourself behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche. More safety, performance, and luxury, and way more fun. And getting more costs less than you think. Zimbrick European makes leasing affordable. Discover the value for yourself. Stop in and test drive a Mercedes-Benz, Audi, or Porsche today. Visit Zimbrick European and find out why leasing the car of your dreams makes so much sense.
University Ridge has been the proud host of the American Family Insurance Championship since 2016. We've enjoyed working with the American Family team to create 9 years of magical moments at University Ridge. Open to the public and consistently considered one of the best values in the country, University Ridge is the place for golf in southern Wisconsin. Book your tee time up to 90 days out online at universityridge.com. Play where the Badgers and the pros play, University Ridge.
Oak Park Place Memory Care Communities meet residents where they are in the journey with Alzheimer's and other form of dementia. This is Paul Braun for Oak Park Place. When you need to take that first step and learn more, turn to the experts at Oak Park Place. You'll meet a compassionate team who will help residents find purpose tailored to individual needs through a success-oriented program. Oak Park Place Senior Living. Visit oakparkplace.com to learn more.
Crepes. Do you spend more time searching for your ball than actually playing? Well, listen up. Cleary has the perfect solution for you. The Cleary Golf Getaway is the perfect addition to any commercial or storage building. Picture this. Your custom getaway complete with a fresh-cut putting green and a clubhouse so cozy you'll make it your second home. Hi, I'm Sean Cleary. We all need a little getaway, so why not go for the green with a new Cleary building?
If you're a golfer who likes the challenge, consider being a member at TPC Wisconsin. The course provides you with a very challenging 18-hole layout that makes you think before you hit your next shot. After your round, you can relax at the completely renovated clubhouse. The new facility includes 3 restaurants, tennis courts, driving range, and programs for juniors, plus other great amenities. Are you up for the TPC Wisconsin Challenge? For details on becoming a member, 608-249-1000. And we're back at TPC Wisconsin. We're almost out of time, but I want to make a reminder that's available to people that are not TPC members. Obviously, we would like it if you'd become a TPC member, but if you'd like to play the golf course once, you can have an opportunity. And the way we do that, through Dennis, they have the Golf Foundation of Wisconsin. It's a 501c3, and you can bring a foursome of people here, and the money is totally tax deductible. So you bring 4 people out to play. It's $1,000 for the foursome, but the money is tax deductible, and as a non-member, you can come here once and play the golf course. And all of the details, the specifics on that, the tee times, when the times are available, and that type of thing, how they'll get the passes to you, that's all available on the TPC Wisconsin website, or call Travis Becker at 608-249-1000. 608-249-1000. Put together a foursome. Come on out. Get a chance to play a wonderful and challenging golf course. Make the donation to the Golf Foundation. And Dennis, very quickly, about 30 seconds, the proceeds of that are going to a lot of different things, including girls golf.
Right. Well, it's to pay instructors at non-major metropolitan areas that have a high school girls team, that coach would have access to that. That's the start.
Okay. And there's other things too, but we're out of time. Hey, the hour goes fast,
Yeah, it's really
doesn't it,
good.
guys?
It's really good.
So we're going to bid you farewell from TPC Wisconsin to Madison. Dave McCann, along with Mike Heller, Dennis Tiziani, Paul Braun. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back and do it again next Monday night here from Madison and TPC Wisconsin.
Perfect. Yeah, that's really